Hey there guys and welcome to FP1, and it's breaking news coming out of the Enstone factory today as Fernando Alondo, yeah, you're hearing me right, Fernando Alondo has signed with the team for 2021. Tell you what, this silly season, it just does not stop, does it? So go back then to the middle of May and you had, obviously, Sebastian Vettel being told that he would not be signing with Ferrari for 2021, and that creates a massive tidal wave all across the driver market. So Carlos Sainz is confirmed to be Vettel's replacement at Ferrari. Daniel Ricciardo jumped ship from Renault and moves to McLaren, taking up Sainz's seat, and that of course left a bit of a void in that Renault team for next year. And there have been several drivers rumoured for that. Obviously Nico Hülkenberg was definitely in the mix. They've got some very good juniors as well, who we'll get onto in a minute. People like Guan Yu Zhou, who nearly won the F2 race had it not been for a mechanical failure over on last weekend. You've also got Christian Lundgaard, who stepped up to F2 as well. I think Max Futrell in Formula 3, that's just a few of them. But no, they've gone with Alonso, and although this sounds like a sensible option, it is a little bit weird as well. So this would be Fernando's third stint with Renault at the team. He obviously joined in the early 2000s and won 2 world championships with the team in 2005 and 2006. He then obviously jumped ship to McLaren, which went not great, and came back to Renault for 2008, staying there for a couple more seasons, being involved in some interesting controversy. Of course, in 2010, Fernando would jump to Ferrari and stay there before he moved to McLaren in 2015, where he finished, or at least we thought he finished, his Formula 1 season. But no, he's back, and not everybody's particularly happy with that. So if we look at this then from Renault's perspective, and although there's a lot of negativity around this move, it does, make sense. Look at Ocon's performance on the weekend. Was it really something that a lead driver at Renault would be expected to do? Not really. He seemed a little bit kind of below par. Yes, it was his first weekend back. We've got to give him that. And I'm not being too harsh until we get to around Silverstone. At that point, if things haven't improved, then yeah, okay, there's a problem here. But he didn't really come across as that team leader, he didn't really set the world alight. And for a guy that was, tipped to be moving to Mercedes this year rather than going to Renault, then you can kind of see why maybe they decided to go for more of an experienced driver than go for one of their juniors like Zhou or Lundgaard. Alonso's also got lots of experience with, different cars over the years, and also great experience with pit engines, so there's that as well. Now, these rumours, they've been circulating for, months and months, even before the whole Vettel news came out, that maybe Alonso could find room at Renault if they decide to ditch Daniel Ricciardo, or if Daniel Ricciardo moved on, maybe moved to Ferrari. Obviously, now we know he's moving to McLaren for 2021, and, I think his manager, Flavio Briatore, who's just about as controversial, came out and basically said that, he wants to get back into F1, but we were kind of expecting that to be with a top team. Now, if you think about it, what top teams are going to take Alonso at this point? Ferrari won't take him back because, Charles Leclerc is their poster boy for the future, and taking up Carlos Sainz, that's them sorted. Red Bull, they were never going to go for Alonso. They're all about pushing their juniors up. And again, Mercedes have got juniors in the in the back as well. People like George Russell. I guess Esteban Ocon's still technically there, but he won't move up now. But definitely George. I think he'll be the one to step up and replace Bottas, if not next year, the year after. So, there was never going to be a top team that was going to take Fernando. So I guess now he's going to go look at 2022 and think, right, what team really that has spaces available have the best chance of doing well here? And you've got, say, Aston Martin, that they seem pretty set on their driver lineup. McLaren's obviously all sorted for 2021. Renault then really is the only other option. Now it does seem they've made a little bit of a step up this year. Obviously their performance in Austria didn't look amazing, but bear in mind that Austria's not a great track for them. It's also a power track, so it's not going to suit their engine. So just hold off on Renault till we get to, Hungary or Silverstone, and then we'll really see where that car is in the pecking order. But, they do seem to have made some kind of strides, and perhaps that's been helped by the likes of Haas and Alfa falling away a little bit, and Ferrari falling back as well. But maybe this isn't such a bad option for Alonso. Maybe, just maybe, in 2022, they will come up with a car that can, deliver the World Championships. You just don't really know on that one. Now, me personally, I was never really a massive Alonso fan, but he is a character. He is someone great to have in the sport, so it will be nice to have him back. However, I am a little bit conflicted on this one because, Renault have this junior program. They've had this junior program for a long time now, and several good drivers have made their way up, but they've kind of got to that F2 level and then just sort of got stuck. look at Jack Aitken, who was sat there as their test driver for a couple of years, and now he's gone to Williams because there doesn't really seem to be any option for him to step up to the F1 team. Because, you know, they had these juniors ready, and then they took Ricciardo and Ocon, and you're kind of like, well, what's the point of this program then? And the same thing appears to happen again with Alonso. You've got people like Zhou and Lundgaard that could step up to an F1 seat. And in fact, there are even rumours a few months ago, before all this driver transfer news broke up, that, you know, the Renault's option was to go for Lundgaard, which is a little bit surprising for me. I think with Zhou with an extra experience in F2, and he's also already proven that, you know, he is one to watch for the future. Why not go for him instead? But yeah, it was a bit of a weird one, bit of a out of left field choice to be thinking about Alonso. But I guess, you know, at the end of the day, if Alonso comes calling, you're not going to turn that option down, are you? The thing that I'm kind of most interested in here is Fernando's commitment to the team. Obviously, he wants to do this Triple Crown. He's obviously taken the Indy 500 again this year for the third time. Haven't really gone brilliantly in the last two. Well, actually, no, his first attempt wasn't bad. It was a Honda engine that let him down, rather ironically. But yeah, last year wasn't great. Obviously didn't qualify for the Indy 500. He's going to go for it again with obviously the McLaren SP team. So we'll see if he gets it. But his commitment, I feel, is always going to be shifting towards that IndyCar season, you know? And Renault aren't going to do what McLaren did and appease Alonso by saying, yeah, you can take this race off to go and do the Indy 500 again. They're not going to do that. Remember that the Indy 500 on a normal season would always clash with the Monaco Grand Prix. So there's no way he can host both of those and do both of those. So yeah, it's a bit of a strange one. Now, it is important to note that as of right now, the official news has not been dropped, but it's very, very likely that Renault are going to make their official announcement tomorrow, which is Wednesday. This should be going up Tuesday night. So yeah, you've got the sort of exclusive here first. But yeah, I'm tempted to know what you guys think on this. Let me know down in the comments below whether you want Alonso back or whether you think it would be better for Renault to promote one of their juniors like Lundgaard or Zhou. But yeah, very, very interesting news coming out of Enstone today. If you are new, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and of course subscribe as well. We just passed 900 subscribers, which is honestly mega. At the start of this week, we're on 600 and something. So yeah, it's been surreal. It's been an incredible week, guys. So thank you so much for the support. Let's keep this going. Yeah, the goal was 1,000 subs for the end of the year, and I didn't think I'd hit that, but now that's looking a hell of a lot more likely. So thank you again for tuning in, and I will catch you all in the next one.